to be able to know if the people of Msambweni will be knowing who their next MP is. Away from that, the federal government of Somalia has cut diplomatic ties with Kenya. Somalia has recalled all her diplomats from Nairobi and given Kenyan diplomats in Mogadishu 7 days to leave the Horn of Africa country. The announcement was made by the Minister of Information, Culture and Tourism of the federal government of Somalia, Osman Dubbe. The new order was issued as President Uhuru Kenyatta hosted the Somaliland President Muse Bihi Abdi here in Nairobi. SKTN's George Maringa now reports.
Trouble between the two East African neighbors has been spiraling from bad to worse over time. Just last month, Somalia recalled her envoy to Kenya as it demanded Kenyan envoy leaves the country over what it called interference in its internal affairs. What has precipitated the latest move appears to be the current visit to Kenya by Somaliland President Muse Bihi Abdi, who landed at the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport and was received by Agriculture Cabinet Secretary Peter Munya and Foreign Affairs Chief Administrative Secretary Ababu Namwamba.
Welcome.
The leader of the self-declared country is in the country for a 3-day state visit. But even before Somaliland's president concluded his state visit, the federal government of Somalia fired again. This time, cutting diplomatic ties with Kenya, a night televised announcement which was made by the Minister of Information, Osman Dubbe. All Kenyan diplomats in the Horn of African nation now have 7 days to vacate Somalia. But in a swift reaction, Kenya chose to downplay the differences, saying there are more commonalities between the two countries. Government spokesman, retired Colonel Cyrus Oguna, said a committee has been set up to ensure relations between Kenya and Somalia are normalized.
The issues to do with diplomacy and international relations also works on the principle of, quid pro quo, right? You scratch my back, I scratch your back. And as a country, we've been very, very kind and accommodative. Yes, there's a committee that is working on it, and as soon as all issues are normalized, then we'll be able to be notified.
Somalia has shown its displeasure with Kenya after President Uhuru Kenyatta held talks with the visiting Somaliland leader. In a tweet that was later deleted, Somalia said, and I quote, "Somaliland is the federal member state of Somalia. It therefore has no legitimacy to directly deal with Kenya, especially now that we have severed our diplomatic ties." But in response, Kenya's Ministry of Foreign Affairs said Kenya has no diplomatic presence in Somaliland but takes cognizance of the political and economic stability of the region and is keen to enhance and broaden trade in goods and services as well as investment as the cornerstone for long-term development cooperation with the region. This is the second visit by a Somaliland leader following a similar one by President Kahin Riale Kahin in 2006. The latest actions and reactions between Mogadishu and Nairobi have without doubt opened a never-before-seen chapter in the diplomatic beef between the two neighboring countries. George Maringa, KTN News.
Now, since colonial East Africa, Kenya and Somalia have had a love-hate relationship. The relationship has been defined by a wide